Do you like the idea of working from home, but you still want to get an above average salary? I'm going to share with you 5 remote work government jobs that are paying over $100,000 a year. Let's get into it. When I'm talking about remote work government jobs, I'm talking about 100%. You do not have to go down to the office. Not once a week, not once a month, never. You can work in Alaska, Hawaii, Iowa, whatever state you would like, whatever town you would like. And what we're seeing is that more and more government positions are not only given the option of telework, but they're turning positions into remote work positions. This gives people the opportunity to live outside of a city, maybe living in a rural area and still commanding a high salary. For so many years, you had to actually live in a big city, right? So you had to go to California, maybe Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago. That was where the money was at. Now it looks like we're getting opportunities to get away from the big cities and still earn 6 figures. The first job we have is for an IT specialist at the Department of Veteran Affairs. This job is paying a salary of $112,000 to $146,000 a year. This is in the Office of Information Technology. I've actually worked in this office. I was in Washington, D.C., so I didn't have the remote equivalent of this job, but I worked there and it was a pretty good experience. So what type of experience do you need in order to qualify for this job? Looking at specialized experience, you need to have general IT experience, such as IT portfolio management and applying software development principles. If you have this type of IT experience, you need to have it clearly laid out in your resume. Do not make HR fish around and find the relevant experience because they're just going to pass you up. The second job is a management analyst at the Department of Health and Human Services. This job is paying a salary of $99,000 to $129,000 a year. This job is in the CDC, which has been getting a lot of attention over the last couple of years. But the good news is, this department is ranked number 2 in the best places to work in the federal government. Looking at the specialized experience section, you need to show you have experience with qualitative and quantitative analysis. Also evaluating operations and management practices. Out of all the government jobs out there, I find that being an analyst is one of the easier ones to get into. Because even if you worked in retail, or let's say you worked in fast food, there have been times where you have analyzed information or documents. You analyze when the supply roster comes out, you analyze it. When the schedules for people's work shifts, when that schedule comes out, you analyze it. That experience is applicable. The third job is a human resource specialist with the Department of Homeland Security. This job is paying a salary of $112,000 to $146,000 a year. This HR job focuses more on the training development side of HR. If you understand human resources, you know there's many components that makes up a human resource office. When it comes to training and development, I feel that people with an education background and also a military background, they're well suited for this type of role. This job wants you to have experience evaluating learning and development issues, presenting decision briefings, and negotiating with management to accept recommended trainings. The fourth job is a program manager at the Department of Interior. This job is paying a salary of $111,000 to $144,000 a year. This job wants you to have experience in evaluating projects to meet data management objectives, developing and implementing policy, and providing guidance on the best data management practices. The fifth job is as an operation research specialist at the Department of Energy. This job is paying an average salary of $115,000 a year. As you can tell, this is a ladder position that allows you to move up every 12 months. So you can start off as a GS7, but every 12 months you have the opportunity to advance and gain another GS grade. This job wants you to have experience evaluating and coordinating projects, evaluating impacts of new technology, systems and policies to develop recommendations. If you were to get in at the GS9 level for this position, the experience requirements would be a lot lower. Keep in mind, with a remote work type government job, you have all the benefits that a regular government job would have. This means that you get fully vested in a federal pension after just 5 years. This means that you get the matching contributions to your TSP, the insurance, the work-life balance, the leave. All of those benefits come with these jobs. Now, if you're still struggling trying to get a government job, you're not getting the referrals, you're not getting the interviews, it can be a very difficult process to get into the government, especially if this is your first time trying to get a government job. And that's why less than 4% a year who apply actually receive job offers. If you would like to know why you might be experiencing some of these difficulties, then I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.